And if somebody else pops in, we will see.
Okay.
I wasn't really doing marketing this time. I had my birthday.
It's a test, right?
Oh yeah, it's every time, and it feels okay. Just sit here, and if nobody pops up, I will make a little movie and put it on Facebook or something like that. It's always good.
It's always good.
Yeah. So next week it will be so the 22nd. It will be at Thursday.
Well,
So that's because I have something else to do on Friday, but normally it's on Friday.
right.
And so maybe you can help me out where you want to go today.
So as I'm transitioning into a new home in the next week, there's this energy of change and transition and a lot of excitement because a lot of things have just kind of been lining up and going the right way. And I feel this desire to ground and kind of check in on a zoomed out perspective to kind of just take a inventory, I guess you could say, and make sure that not make sure everything's in place, but simply ground.
I like the higher perspective as well.
Yeah, the ground, so grounding so that we can zoom out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. And it's a matter of in all the hectic to still be connected with your heart. So whatever happens and whatever hectic things will happen and during that moving, and then maybe the mirror will break or whatever. I'm not hoping that, but for as an example, then that you still can connect to your heart, and then everything will be connected to your higher self and to the central sun and to the source. So everything is in perspective. And I love that higher perspective, because if you have that overview, if you take the referee chair from tennis, then you sit there and you just look down and you see, okay, this is happening. This is only earthly matter. It's only moving from one spot to a better spot.
Exactly.
So you don't have to worry about it, because in deep in the heart, you are connected and you know that everything is perfectly orchestrated. Everything is at the best moment in time, and you are perfect, unique, and multidimensional. So let's put some codes on that. Let's start with that. And I will start with the connection with your heart. So to the central point in your heart is the photon of the source that's kept in a sphere. So I'm going to enlarge that sphere to a tennis ball size. Now. And now the sphere is larger and large enough that the photon of the source in that sphere can really shine brightly. So let's maximize that bright shining. Now you're feeling in all your system the maximized shining of the photon, which is really nice and comforting, and it's like a bath of light. And with this, we're gonna connect all your heart chambers, the 4 chambers, to the source, photon of the source. And we're also going to connect the chambers to each other. And we also want to connect the upper, the lower, and the back heart to the source, the photon of the source, and to the other chambers, and to each other. So now you have a massive heart connected to each other, all the parts. And all these parts are connected to the photon of the source. And the photon of the source is in its enlightened and enlarged sphere. So you feel all this light, all this power from the source radiating through your heart. I'm going to connect every cell of your physical system to this photon of the source. So all cells are now connected. And you're going to connect every system of your physical body, your muscle system, your skin, your meridians, any system we can think of, we learn from, or even the systems we don't know, but we all gonna connect them to the central source part in your heart, the photon of the source. So every system, every cell, your whole physical body is connected to the photon of the source in the center of your heart. You're going to do the same with your energetical body. There are multiple layers in there. We're going to connect every layer, every single layer to that source part in your heart. We're going to do the same thing with your cosmical body. All layers, all parts, everything will be connected to the photon of the source in the center of your heart. And also your galactical system. Everything in your galactical system will be connected to the source in your heart. And again, we're going to maximize the shining of the photon in your heart. So everything will be maximized in bright light from the source in all your systems, all connected. Let it sink in your system so that every cell, every tissue, all this energy can feel the connection. Now we're going to connect the source and the photon of the source in your heart to your higher self and its helpers. Each individually, each helper, each guide, each angel, everybody in your team will be connected right now to the photon of the source in your heart. So we're going to connect the photon of the source in your heart with the central sun. And we're going to connect it to the source and sources. And of course, we're going to connect it also to the center of Mother Earth. And there we have a special task today, is to ground everything we connected just now to the center of your heart, also to the center of Mother Earth. And this grounding, we also make a program from that. It's a programming of grounding of everything that you are. And when we do this, you're also going to build in programs of trust. Trust that everything is okay, that everything is perfectly orchestrated, that you are at the right place, that you are a multidimensional being. In all time and space, in all dimensions. This trust is embodied in everything. Just let it integrate for a second. How was that?
It was great. I felt my heart was the center of the intention of grounding, and all the other aspects were connected through that photon to that photon, but all through the heart being this like anchor above and below. Yeah. And then I felt at the beginning a very fast, quick, the first sound, the first, I don't know, it was almost like surgery, like this zero for me. It just went clear from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my jaw, since last week, I'm more mindful of it, not with conscious effort. And just from the beginning, my jaw was immediately relaxed. This clenching is becoming less and less of a thing that my physical body needs to do, almost like a crutch, I think, and resisting something coming through. So yes, thank you.
Beautiful. Great to hear that. So let's move on into inner child work. And let's close your eyes and let's gather all your inner childs of all time and space, of all dimensions. And all these inner childs form a circle around you. And it's also included the inner child of today. We're going to connect all these inner childs with the photon in the center of your heart, the photon of the source, to their photon of the source in their center of their heart. Each individually. The same feeling you just felt with this grounding through your heart, the same feeling and the same energy we're going to give to all individual inner child. So all these inner child can really understand the feeling of grounding through the heart. And we call up this inner child to clear and cleanse all stressy feelings, all feelings of disconnection, of the belief that everything is perfectly all right. So all these emotions accompanying these feelings, you're going to clean with all these inner child. Shurum korondara katara ika. Shuro korondara shukoro toto shukorum mi shu. So there's a lot of space created now with all this clearing, and the space we can fill up with this trust, belief, and understanding that everything is perfect, that you are of multidimensional powers, you are the multidimensional being. Shua and all your inner childs are directly connected to this multidimensionality. And so there's so much self-empowerment, self-love, self-understanding, self-belief, and belief that everything will be fine. It also empowers you to have a different view, a view from above in everything. So we're going to connect all these inner childs also to this view from above, so that we can understand it's only earthly matters which distract us. And all these inner childs, they understand that everything they experienced was really beautiful, and there's no labeling of good or bad on it. It's just a beautiful experience. All these inner childs, including your inner child of today, have this deep, deep understanding that everything is from the multidimensionality. Everything is perfect. Of course, we have something to do on this earth to experience, but everything is okay. And we feel it directly in the deepest part of our heart. That's why we're connected. That's where we are connected. And there's still some space left over, so we can fill that up with this bright, bright light from the source. Light on love. Shoo, let's integrate this. Chukurumba, wukch. And we thank deep, deep from the heart all these inner child for the beautiful work they did with us now. Kurumama inyanamumbo totanayan. We thank the higher self and the helpers and the guides. We thank the central sun. We thank the sources. Shurum and Mother Earth. Shurum chuk chuk kara ish kuma. And let it integrate. Chuma yana.
It's like hard to open my eyes. Oh my gosh, I could say I looked at myself. Oh. We deserve. That's the circle's consensus.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really different inviting in today's inner child. It was almost like, oh, me too. Like, it's not that they were forgotten, but that unacknowledged or yeah, unaware. So that was a really nice gift to bring awareness to that aspect. I don't think that today's inner child is very not spoken about, or yeah, I've never heard that before in my experience, which allowed that extra space that you referred to. I don't know, everything connected. And then the bottom, once you reach the bottom of the heart, there was this like deeper tone that light, just orange brightness and warmth and peace. We deserve in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bliss, pure bliss. I mean, woo.
Okay, just sit in it, enjoy it. Let it
Yeah.
just soak in every part of your physical, energetical, cosmical, and galactical system.
I think that's something that, like, the inner child work, I've known that you're very talented at and you're skillful with, but there's an added layer that I don't know if I can explain with spoken language at this moment. But you're able to see the parts of the inner child, like even like say me, for instance, I see all of my inner versions of my inner child, but then there's aspects of each individual one that you're able to bring out and bring forth, and that light that you shine, that you offer, that is, yeah, the possibility that you open up is something so special, Robert.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, just thinking about where I started the first session with you and Nicola to now, whew, I don't know. It's once you like just decide to completely surrender that the most, and which is the scary part, because that means you're in a new state of uncomfortable and vulnerable. But the only way that I've been able to move through these past weeks is because of that invitation that I accepted finally.
Mm-hmm. But you're doing it all yourself.
Right. It was more, I see it as our past crossing has opened this door that was already in my timeline.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the work, but the work couldn't be done in this way without you and Nicola and everybody else that I encounter. I mean, it's ongoing, multifaceted, continuous puzzle. But just it feels for me personally right now, and it's not even happy. Like it's just everything feels in its place, and it's been. I'm only 30 years old or 30 years young, but in the 30 years, this last year and the last few months have really been that. Like I feel that my feet are tracking like where I'm supposed to be. So.
Okay.
So
then, beautiful words, but then it's time to move into the next phase.
That's me.
And that's so close your eyes in all time and space and all dimensions. We're going to focus that the connection with this beautiful photon of the source in the heart will bring a possibility to be pure, of the purest light. And being of the purest light brings the responsibilities, maybe a heavy word, but it brings some responsibility of bringing that light to others by speech, by attitude, by being. Shukotota mai kurum bokoto shuro noro mai kadanata. Shu to shor nyora iya kara iya na mai kurumbo. I shuro tokoku shtoro toyo moranainya. So this will bring the opportunity to speak your truth, to walk your talk. Shokoto ai nyamakata. Not only in light language, but in every language. Without convincing, without the surrendering power, that's not needed. It's just being there, being you, being your light, being the source part that you are, being the multidimensional part of your inner part. Shukur osh kuku hush todomaka shukurumana. And to support this, we're going to call up every soul part, maybe lost or left you in the past, in other life, in all time, space, and dimensions. If they are allowed and ready and free to come and join you again to regather, we are calling them now. Nyakata koko yamaka iyanaka okorota iya shukor amakari ikuru umbokch ni krumbosh krum mayana karana yokorundurum totorum mayanjuk shurumbo korunona mama mai urumbo totodum. This is only a call for all these parts which are able and allowed to kurum chakatata chikurum nama purshkuroto, so that they can support and assist and be there to be the purity. Purity in speech, purity in being, purity of light. This will support your light language. Nyumna mai gondonoi gondoyona kotasha. Shoo. The connection with your heart opens all these layers. Chun cha irama kokoron dotoi nama kancha karamukoi. Shuk tash ma.
Some things re-entered. And it was emotional. whew, tears of joy, like returning, like, now finally we can assist. That's what came in for me.
Mm.
More support that was already there. Mm. And some new something in the mouth that was soft and wasn't meant to be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And my conscious self was like, okay, don't force it, don't. Is the moment I think of, let that mind come in,
Yeah.
the jaw starts clenching again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
In your daily life, are you doing any healing activities or things like that?
Yes.
What kind of healing you?
Sound healing. So lots of I don't know, tonal stuff. That is leading to my light language opening up more, but I'm very conscious, I'm not conscious, just relaxed around what's coming out. So I'm using my sound, my singing bowls, the heart chakra, the crown, the root, and the third eye as my like tools each day. And I try to cycle through each or just intuitively let it carry me. And that for me is healing. And I've started recording those sessions. I do something for myself, I meditate and stuff, and then I'm being moved to share that now. So the healing is healing me, and now being called to share that healing with others.
Okay, cool. But you don't use your hands yet.
Not really. The hands, I'm starting to because I'm a dancer. So there's that and an improvisation dance is like my forte. So that is something that's so hardwired into my physical body that I think something that is more distant voice is becoming like my entry point, that once I've kind of revisited this, because it's something that from my past that I was passionate about, then the rest will follow. And like, that's going to just come, it'll explode out of my body almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So movement, not so much. I mean, it's not necessarily like light coats with my hands yet or anything, but I just do what feels right in the moment. And spoken word came in through the end of my last recording that I did today. That felt channeled from something, but I'm still working through that.
Okay, that's what I understand. Now I understand why I asked the question.
Yeah.
I'm observant, and as an observant, I see or feel things which aren't the truth, but they are the things I can work with.
Mm.
So if you can close your eyes and don't take it as any offense or any labeling, or just an observing, but it helps to open up spaces or starts remembering things or start moving things in all time and space, all dimensions. We're going to take away any programming which is holding you back to your authentic, pure light being. Shukotatata uram akati kunun jukotora maka. Shukotor mukut uch nyamakara nyamakara mai kanama. So this will take out away any barriers around the throat chakra. Take out away any programs around the hands. Vata nuata. Take away any programs holding back you in working with your third eye. Turo korash ikatanya mukukush turum mokatai ishkaranaya. So start understanding that any posture of your hands is bringing out energy. Same way you are ascending from your third eye energies. The combination can be activating even more powerful. So any programs in all time and space and any dimensions which hold back the belief system that you are that multidimensional powerful being which is capable to take any information from any dimension, from any Akasha field, to help bring around the light, is taken away right now. Tokusta makaya chakadam kurundaraki kananakataya kadamakakai shukurumbaka chukukurumba shuk.
Trakt shantaga trakt tra tra shotakantaya tra 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 shok shok tra 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 shantakta tra shokantaya ya naka
So stay in this energy, keep your eyes closed. In all time and space, in all dimensions, we're going to take away any programming which is withholding you to speak any language, light language, or frequency from the throat. All connected through the heart, with the heart and through the heart. Directly connected to your third eye. Turum bosh kadantanta kai urum ash urum nanaka shurum vutai nima uku. And all this is all in grace and ease. Chukuch chukush chukumbu chukutumbo. So this is not a painful way, it's just slowly moving through your system. Dukotama inyana kadama kayananya. You are remembering. Chukukurumaka. You are refilling, feeling. Jugogoshkurum ashkiran I urum a kurum kurum a shu okay. Shubun okarata uyo shukuruma. Shoot, shoot.
Pardon me. Something was just unlocked, unblocked. I can't.
You don't need to. You don't need to put words on it. If you want to, it's okay. It's clear to see in your energy how things are opening up, moving.
Like unlock to unblock.
Mm-hmm.
Those, yeah, are the words that come to mind. And I think what I just realized in this moment, all the words that you asked me to question, and I was boop, 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 boop. It's still this like this performance or this judgment, this, excuse me.
That's okay. It's okay.
This judgment, there's fear of it being something that it's not, and in the judgment that it done. I just feel that who cares? I've cared for so long, and so it's just I feel that now nothing's holding me back. I have this I don't know, change to shift, this unlocked, something unlocked, and now is unblocked. It was myself. I was putting up a wall myself. I had the key the whole time.
Yeah. But you had hidden the key.
I pretended that I didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
Out of protection, and I think that was correct.
Of course. Yeah. Everything is always perfect, so this was also perfect.
Yeah.
There's no blaming yourself that you didn't that you pretended or couldn't find the key or whatever. It's okay. It was time to unlock it.
Yeah.
So that you are freeing yourself of all these boundaries.
Yeah.
And so that you can really feel what it is to be your multidimensional being.
Yeah. And that's what I feel so much more connected in this moment. And I've had this energy the last like 24 hours, I feel. I really think I understood what like multidimensional aspects means for me. And and just by understanding that for myself and not based upon what this person has said and that, like metabolized it within me and my inner wisdom, I've that unlocked to unblock. I now have access to these different multidimensional aspects of myself through my higher self.
In connection with your heart, everything is opening.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's step up a little bit more, because close your eyes. So in all time and space and all dimensions, we're also going to work on the perception of your brain. It's like we're opening up a new layer of ability of brain capacity. It's like the next level of the same brain, but the next level of understanding, abilities to use, connections to be made. And all time and space, all dimensions, all layers are taken away. Shukotorondo koyo anaya karaya makata. Korondo kototoyo toro maya kataya I katatataya tataya kotor. This is all done in connection to the with the heart, the third eye, chukoromba, and of course the throat. So this will bring you the ability to have a wider perception. This wider perception enables you to be a brighter light. And of course, this all will be integrated with ease and grace.
Oh, yeah. Always connected to source. I feel like I just signed a contract.
Maybe we already did.
Now the contract has been shown to me.
Yeah.
Woo. I have no words. I could cry. I could scream with joy. It's like I saw, yeah, poof. Always connected to source. Always connected to source. Powerful. Holy moly. And I also just feel this tension in my shoulders that was good. And I never thought that I would ever say the words tension and shoulders and good in the same sentence.
Yeah.
But then that's where that this movement then kind of, the tension was because there was a block, and then the movement was, okay, now it's coming out, and now there's
the connection.
always connected to source. I feel that I'm beaming. I can feel my own light shining. And yeah, my words. And then now, like I could try to speak, but I can't.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
I know I don't have to, but I feel this. I went from one side of the line to the other where I see where I was standing. If I have to speak, I have to speak. If I don't, I don't. And I have a new perspective on silence is bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Silence is powerful.
Yeah, and your energy is working anyway.
Yeah. And now that this always connected to source, it's just a mantra now. It's just repeating, always connected to source, without me having to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gift.
It's like background music in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Or in the elevator or something like that. Of course, if other people are watching this recording, they will get the same energy. Maybe they don't have this explicit reaction you have, which is really powerful and beautiful, but the energies are still here and they will always be there. So it's very interesting. Probably I should say this in the beginning, that somebody starts the recording and that only thinks, oh, this is only for N.
Yes. I have a visitor.
Oh, you goodie. I saw that it was always there.
No, she was outside with my husband in the backyard, sunbathing.
Yeah.
And now they just come in.
Too warm.
Yeah, it's too warm. Yeah.
It's like a Dalmatian.
I know, a Dalmatian Dachshund, a Teckle.
Yeah.
But yeah, to what you were saying, for people, that's the thing, is that the energy, it's obviously it's just one-on-one right now on the recording, but when people watch this back, it's like, it's accessible to the energetic access is open to the masses.
Yeah. Connected to the source.
Yeah. It's gonna be going around just like this, like perfect background music that is most welcomed, and it's safety and not even say, it's a step further than safety. Trust. Yeah.
If you're connected, there's just this. It is.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about it. You don't have to act for it. It's just there.
It's just there. It just is. Always connected to source. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. So I was thinking maybe you should need did you need anything else before you're moving? But then I was thinking, you're connected. If something pops up in this road to the moving from the house, just contact me and let me know. And because I don't believe there's anything I can do for you anymore today.
I think I just need to sit with this.
As long as possible.
If it's possible. I know I'm going to be moving after this. I'm going to be zooming, I know, or you can see my I don't know, I just need to move. So I'm going to do some movement, I think, and I don't know, carry this energy, and there's just newfound desire to not do anything about it, but just be with it. And that is so refreshing for me. Like an ice cold glass of water on a hot summer day.
Yeah. But being only the two of us was meant to be.
Yeah. And it's funny because this morning I woke up and saw a post on a Facebook group about Akashic Records. I have a book that I bought and I read the first few pages and then haven't revisited it. And then another friend was saying a soul retriever person, I could get an appointment with them. And I was saying, I feel that this is coming, this connection, that somebody's going to help me connect to my source. And
there it is.
There it is.
There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
beautiful.
was special. Thank you, Robert. And I really am excited for others to share this this transmission, this session.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful Bliss weekend.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy. I hope it's nice weather there in the Netherlands.
Yes, lekker. It's nice, lekker warm.
Lekker warm, lekker bier.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I wish you all the best, and I will see you next Thursday.
Yes, next Thursday.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you, Robert.
Bye-bye.
Bye.